Hi, minasan, konbanwa. I just had some problems, okay? A while ago, I'm using laptop, but I just changed into cell phone again because it's loading. So, even if we just bought a broadband because broadband globe because for PLDT the connection is very slow. We always have a poor connection, but because of the storm again we still have a poor connection even if it's globe broadband. So we already have two in here, PLDT and broadband. So I just need to transfer from laptop to CP. Okay, hello everyone. So again, for first timers, for me not to repeat all of the reminders, for first timers, please read the description below. Okay, here beside the title there's a drop down. You just drop it down and you will see the description. All of the reminders for first timers are written in there. And if you still have questions, please ask me, okay, for first timers. But you can join us because for today, we will study lesson 8 grammar. Okay, lesson 8 grammar. But you can still catch up to our lessons since we're only in lesson 8. So if you have question, please type it in our live chat. Since we had some problem a while ago, I need to just remove my laptop in here because it won't be needed anymore. Okay, so I can see that we have lots of first-timers for today. So, for those who are asking about certificate, about the, yes, complete course, okay? Complete course for you to pass, for you to be able to pass JLPT N4 and N5, okay? So, everything is written in our description. So, while waiting, please read it. And all of the links to our past lessons are in there. And I have an announcement to make, so please wait. a while. Okay, so we will start now, okay? So, we have from Vietnam, Giovanni-san. Okay, aside from Vietnam, do we have other new from other... Okay, again, for first-timers, please read the description. And for those who haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe for you to be notified. And you can also click the bell, select all, okay? For you to be notified every time we will have a live stream, a lesson, okay? An online study here. So, also, okay, my announcement is this. On Monday, okay, on Monday, supposed to be, we will have our kanji, okay? Supposed to be, we will have our kanji. But, what I will do on Monday is, I will repeat, okay? This is for non-Filipino students. But of course, Filipinos can join, okay? Why I'm going to do this? Because my past lessons 1 to 3, okay, all of those are in Filipino language, in Tagalog. So they won't be able to study the lessons 1 to 3 since they don't understand Tagalog or Filipino. So what I will do, that will be just one day, okay, same time. On Monday, instead of having a kanji, unit 8. So you may attend or not. For those who are listening or watching or attending our lessons before, you may attend or not, it's up to you. But on Monday, instead of kanji unit 8, I will be doing lessons 1 to 3, okay? That is 3 lessons. 3 lessons. Lessons 1 to 3. So what I will do for it, I will just, for the vocabulary, I will just post it in here and then explain it so that it will be much faster. I will not write it. Just for the vocabulary, lessons 1 to 3. And then for the grammar, same thing. Okay, same on what I have been doing so far. So that's what will we do. So for those who are first-timers, if you want, on Monday, I will start the lesson 1 until lesson 3. So you can join since this is your first time. And then, for non-Filipino students, okay, from lesson 4 onwards, those are already in English version or in English explanation. So, I won't be repeating those lessons anymore. Okay? Because we have students from different side of the globe. That is why, since English is our universal language, that is the language that they can understand. So that is what we will do. So for first-timers, you can join. Since this is your first time, you can join on Monday. That will be lessons 1 to 3. 3 lessons. And then, Tuesday will be kanji as usual. Our kanji that's supposed to be on Monday. So, kanji unit 8. And then, checking of answers for our lesson 7 exam. Okay? So, minasan, did you understand? Is that fine? So, for first-timers, you can join. Since this is your first time, you can join on Monday, same time. 6 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. will be our starting time. Okay? So, Monday again ha, from lessons 1 to 3. I will just repeat the lesson. Yes, so nakoto arimasu. Nakoto na desu. Okay, are we clear with that? So, you can join for first time. You can join now, but maybe, I think you will understand even if you join now. Since our topic for today is adjectives. Kyoshi, na kyoshi, and ikyoshi. Okay. So, please, minasan, don't forget, okay, in the description, you will see my FB page. You need to follow me because our exams will be posted or is being posted every time in my page, in that page, okay? And for any other announcements, always in that page. So, please check time to time. So, after Monday, lesson that is up to lesson 3, right? So, it will be on your own. You are on your own for lesson 4 onwards. For non-Filipino students, okay? And for those who are asking, so every Wednesday, okay, we are having our Kaiwa class. So we did that just this last Wednesday. That is our first time. So same, that will be the same on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, okay? You should be present for you to be included if you want to join in here, up here, together with me to have a kaiwa or Q&A with regards to our lesson. So what you should memorize is self-introduction, jikoshokai, lessons 1 to 7. Okay? Because I told them that this just last Wednesday, okay, that is up to lesson 5 only. But since we're done with lesson 7, then we will include it to our Wednesday Kaiwa class. So if you want to join, just be present. Okay? So first come, first serve. So I will just drop the link in here, and then for those 5 persons who will click that first, then those are the persons that will be able to join me. First 5. So 5 persons per 30 minutes per batch, okay? 5 persons per 30 minutes per batch. So just memorize self-introduction and lessons 1 to 5. 1 to 7 already. We have lessons 1 to 7. Okay, so I will give Erasing this. Again, our book is Minna no Nihongo, a reference book, okay? That is a reference. Part 1 of the book, lessons 1 to 25. After that is you can exam already for N5. But we will have a mock exam right after the 25th lesson. Right after that, we will continue to 26 to 50 lesson, which is the part 2 of the book. And then we will have the mock N4 exam, okay? So, any questions so far? So, again, you may join on Monday. So, that will be an English explanation of lessons 1 to 3. Okay, so let's start. So, yesterday we studied the vocabularies of different adjectives, right? And aside from that, additional vocabs, nouns. So, for those who are first-timers, you may go back to our video, to our lesson yesterday. So, now is we're going to study the grammar. Pertains to adjectives. So, for adjectives, in Japan, okay, they are divided into 2 groups, which they call na adjective and i adjective, or na kyoshi to i kyoshi. Kyoshi is adjective, so we have na and i, okay. So, how do we identify? So, yesterday, I gave you the vocabularies that we will be using today. Oh, there's a question. If you will take JLPT N5, do you need a certificate? No. Justine Ray. Okay, it's in the description. You don't need any certificate from any school for you to take JLPT exams. What you just need is your money, the payment, and picture. I don't know if it's 1 by 1 or 2 by 2. And for the registration, you will just be asked how many hours did you study. So you can just write it, how many hours did you study, and then you will be asked where did you study. Just put it in there, all the information. But it's not required to have a certificate from school, okay? Even if it's a self-study, that's fine. And actually, you can, for example, you don't want to take N5, N4, you want to jump into N3, that's fine. You don't have, or it's not a requirement for you to be able to take N3 or the higher level, that you need to pass the lower level. No, that's not a requirement, okay? So, you can take, even if you want to take N1 already, that is fine. They will not, there's no requirement that you need to pass N2 first. No. As far as I know, that is what is happening. So you just need to fill a registration form, and you will be asked if you have taken an exam already before, if you passed or failed. Maybe that is just for a survey. Okay, are we clear with that with regards to the certificate? So, it's not a requirement if you take a JLPT to undergo a review from schools or to have a certificate showing that you did study. Okay, so let's go to our lesson. So again, adjectives. So you know adjectives, right? It modify nouns. So for example, our noun is lady. This is our noun. How will you modify it? For example, beautiful. So, beautiful lady. So, what kind of lady is she? She is a beautiful lady. So, in Filipino, in Tagalog, maganda. So, magandang babae. Babae yung tinutukoy mo, siya ay maganda. Okay? So, that is how we will use this adjective. And that is the use of na and i. So, for example, hito. Hito is person. Hito is person. So, for those who don't know how to read it yet, so you can say, what do we have in here for the vocabularies that we had yesterday? So, we have hansamu. Okay, hansamu. Hansamu. So, this hansamu is na adjective. So, you need to add hansamu na hito. So, handsome person. So, that is the use of adjective to modify this noun. And then, so we have na and i, right? So, for na adjective, you just need to add this before the noun. And then, for i adjective, it will be as is. For example, we have yasashi. Yasashi. Okay, yasashi is kind. Okay, so this is i adjective. So, since this i is already part of this word, you don't need to add anything since it's already part of that word. So, you just need to add here, hito. Okay? Yasashi hito. So, kind person. So, that's how we will use na and i adjective. So, Sensei, how will we know if an adjective is part or belongs to i and na adjective? So, in a nutshell, is if we're going to, because yesterday, right, there are some words that ends in i. For example, kirei. Kirei. Okay? It ends in i, but it's a na adjective. What else? Yume. Ends in i, but it belongs to na adjective. It's a na adjective. So, what else? If you're going to analyze, you will see that the kanji of this is, the kanji of those, okay, is already, just more for a moment. Let me just show you on how. But of course, there will always be an exemption. For example, because we haven't studied that, just to give you an idea. So we have one example is this one. Okay, so this is a very good example. This one is yume. This is an adjective. Famous. Okay, this is an adjective. But if you will transfer it or convert it in hiragana, you will see this. So in shiroi, this is i adjective. Okay, this is an i adjective. You will see the kanji plus this. So, do you see the difference? That here in na adjective, even though if it's in how you pronounce it, it's you may. But in kanji, both have, or this i included in this character. So there's no excess. Just like this, there's no excess letter or hiragana. There's no excess kana in here. Because this you may, this E is part of this character of this kanji. Did you understand what I'm trying to say? Minasan, please type yes if you understand. So that is one way for you to identify. Okay? So just like this. Because some are asking, how will we know this ends in E but it is na adjective? Okay? In a nutshell, this is the basic. But of course, there will always be an exemption. Just like kirai. Kirai is to dislike. Kirai. No? That is from the verb kirau. Kirau. So that is from verb. From originally, the root word. And then this one made from the mass form. Okay, of the verb. But okay, we will not yet study this. I'm just saying that there is an exemption. Just like this kirai. Kirai is also an adjective, but if you're going to make it in this one, this is na. If you're going to make it, this is kanji, and there will be an excess E. Okay, so that is an exemption. That is one exemption. So, you can find other words, but in general, this is how you can identify it. For example, genki, diba? Right? Genki. So, genki is also part of na adjective. So, we have genki. So, in kanji, this is genki. It's a na adjective. But, genki ends with E, diba? E, right? Genki. So, hit this one. This is genki. Ends in E because of ki, genki. But if you turned it or change it or write it in kanji, then you will have this. There's no excess E in there. So, it is na adjective. So, that is for our adjective part. So, shiroi, we also have wait, does this one is akai. Okay, so you will see this is kanji plus E, hiragana E. Okay, so that is E adjective. Akai pen, akai enpitsu, akai hon, akai doresu. So, just like that. Okay, so that is for our adjectives. So, we haven't started yet, but the grammar points. But that is the part. One thing that you can easily understand with regards to na and E adjectives. For you not to for you to be able to identify those. Okay? So there are just few words that ends in I. Okay? Ends in I, just like genki, kire, yume, just few that belongs to na adjective. Okay. Okay, so how do we use that in a sentence? So, I don't have a Duolingo. I don't know that application. Is that an application or YouTube? I don't know. Because I didn't study using Duolingo. Okay? I had a formal study before with Filipino teachers and Japanese teachers. And in Japan, all Japanese already. All Japanese teachers. So, I don't know about that Duolingo. So, okay, so that is for our adjectives. So, let's go to sentence. So, we have konbanwa, Alsan. So, okay. Okay. So, in lesson number 1, we had wa and des pattern, right? Wa, just like this. Wa, des pattern. But this time, we will include adjective. Okay? In this pattern. So, if you put des after the adjective, again, des, it will show the speaker's polite attitude to the listener. Okay? So, minasan, always put des. For example, he is not your friend, he is your boss, you are in a company, he is your senpai or much older than you, not with the same level as yours. Okay? Always be polite. Add des. So if you add des, it will show that you are polite as a speaker. And okay, so how do we use this? If this is for na adjective, this is for a adjective. So if this is our sentence pattern, the adjective in here for na, okay, for na, it will be omitted. Okay? For e, it's still in there as is. This is for when you use des beside your adjective. Okay? Beside your adjective. So again, for na adjective, remove na. For example, genki. Genki des. You don't say genki na des. Because genki is a na adjective, right? So if you add des, remove na. Remove na. For na adjective. For e adjective, with des, that is as is. Yasashi. Yasashi des. Shiroi des. Aoi des. What else? Takai des. Yasui des. Okay, so here in noun, this is noun, and for na, and for noun. So you will put in here your topic. Okay? What is your topic? For example, hon. Hon. Okay? Here, hon. This is hon. Hon is book. Okay? So you will put hon in here, that is book. So, hon wa omoshiroi. Omoshiroi is interesting part of our vocabulary yesterday. So, omoshiroi. Des. So, we have wa. So, hon wa omoshiroi des. The book is interesting. Omoshiroi is interesting. So, this is book. Okay? So, the book is interesting. So, it is as is. Omoshiroi is e adjective. So, we don't remove it. We don't say omoshiro. So, it's still as is. Omoshiroi des. So, for genki, kirei na lang. Kirei. Kirei. For example, we have kirei. Kirei is na adjective, right? Kirei. Oh, halimbawa, for example, Rochelle-san, Rochelle Bobby-san, or Rochelle-san. Or Rochelle-san. Here is wa, okay? Rochelle-san wa kirei desu. So, you remove na. You don't say kirei na desu. So, it will be kirei desu. Okay? Rochelle-san wa kirei desu. Rochelle, Miss Rochelle is beautiful. Okay? So, that is for our conjugation. That is for our des pattern. Noun, wa, adjective, des. Okay, if we have Donson wa handsome mo des. Oh, there is an example. Yeah, you can write your examples in there so I can read and then I will see if it's correct or not. Dongson. Donson is a name. Is that correct? Donson? Donson-san wa handsome mo desu. Okay, so next. Of course, if we have this des is used for affirmative, okay? Affirmative. So, if we have affirmative, we also have, and non-positive, okay? So, if we have that, we also have the negative form. We have the negative, what is the negative form? We have studied it. The negative form of des is ja arimasen, right? Ja arimasen. Or you can say dewa arimasen to be much formal if you want. In writing, you can do that. This is dewa arimasen. So we have ja arimasen to negate the sentence. So again, if we're going to use that, you will, for na adjective, you will remove the na. Okay? So for example, okay, this is Asoko wa Shizuka. Shizuka is quiet. Okay, Shizuka is quiet and it's a na adjective. So, Asoko wa Shizuka ja arimasen. Okay, Asoko wa Shizuka ja arimasen. So, meaning to say, it's not quiet there. Okay, it's not quiet there. So, Asoko is there. Shizuka, quiet. So you negate this, then put ja arimasen instead of this. So not quiet. It's not quiet there. Okay. So that is for na adjective. Okay, please remember, just this change into ja arimasen. How about for e? E adjective, how do we negate this? Because it's different. It's different, okay? So, to negate e adjective, it will become this, kunai. So, remove e, add this kunai. For example, we have, a while ago, omoshiroi, right? Omoshiroi. We have omoshiroi. So, that e, we will remove this e. Remove this e. replace it with kunai. Kunai. To negate this, okay? And then, this. So, you want to say that okay? So, konohon wa omoshiro kunai desu. Again, what is omoshiroi? It is part of e-adjective which means interesting. So, you negate that interesting means it will be not interesting anymore. It will be not interesting. So, what will happen? The I will be removed from omoshiroi, drop I, add kunai. So, it will be omoshiro kunai desu. So, konohon wa omoshiro kunai desu. This book is not interesting. This book is not interesting. Okay, minasan? Daijoubu desu ka? Wakarimasu ka? Did you understand? Do you understand, minasan, everyone? Minasan, konbanwa. Okay. So, that is how to negate e-adjective. So, let's try. Let's try. Minasan, please participate. Please participate. Okay, give an example of e-adjective. I will just give an example and then type it. Okay, type it. Again, kunai. Okay, kunai. Kunai. I will write the adjective and then please type the negative form of that adjective. Okay, for example, okay, first is this. Delicious, oishi. Please type what is the negative form of oishi. Minasan, please participate. I'll remove this, huh? Okay, we have an answer. Araw-san, Kim-san. Okay. Who else? Minasan? Habol pa? Okay, we have oishi kunai, correct. Oishi kunai, no extra I, okay? Remove this. Remove this. Remove. And then add kunai. Okay, next. Let me see if you understand. This one. This means dangerous, abunai. Dangerous is abunai. This is an e-adjective. How will you conjugate? How will you negate it? Minasan, please type. Okay, very good. Very good, no? Minasan. Okay. How about we'll go to na. Na. Adjective. This one. This is kind. Shinsetsu. Shinsetsu. How do you negate it? Negate the na adjective shinsetsu. Kulang, sorry. Shisetsu pala yan. Shisetsu. Shin. Oh. Yan. Shinsetsu. Okay. We will go to formal, okay? Formal form, not casual. Formal form tayo. Let's go to formal form, not casual form. Yes. Tadashi desu ka? Ano bang sagot? Mark Dalit, Japan na yan. Ay, tadashi desu yo. Nihon, diba? Nihon no yama. Wa. Abunakunai desu. So, desu ne. Yan. The answer is Shinsetsu ja arimasen. Okay? Shinsetsu ja arimasen. Okay, since dejobu desu ne. So, okay naman. You understand everything. So, let's go to our next. And another exception. Because we have always an exception. Do you remember E? Means good, right? In our yesterday's vocabulary, E is good, means good. So, formal of that is yoy. So, you can use yoy or E. So, how do we negate this? For negative form of this, you won't be using this. You will use this. Okay? So, you will say yokunai. Not ikunai. No ikunai. Okay? That's wrong. So, you will say yokunai. Yokunai desu. So, please take note of that. Please take note of that. So, it will be yoi for yokunai. Okay. So, next is, how do you answer? How do you answer a question using these adjectives? How do you answer? Or how will you answer a question using adjectives? Because, for it is the questions using adjective sentences, okay, it is made the same way as those using noun or verb sentences. But you don't use, okay, you don't use so des or so ja arimasen. In answering adjectives, you don't use this. So des, hi, so des. Huh? You don't use this. Or so ja arimasen. So you don't use that in answering questions with these adjectives. Hi, so des, hi, so ja arimasen. No, okay, that's a no. No. What you will do is, you will copy the adjective and you will say your answer. For example, what's this? This is Peking. That is Beijing, okay? Peking is Beijing. So, Peking wa samui desu ka? Okay? Is it cold in Beijing? Peking wa samui desu ka? So, let's put Romaji. Peking wa samui desu ka? So, Peking wa samui desu ka? So, you don't say hi, so des. You will say hi, hi. And then, repeat the adjective. Hi, samui desu. If hi, hi, samui desu. So, if it's iye, samui ja arimasen. Okay? If it's iye, So, you repeat again, Samui ja arimasen. Samui ja arimasen. Where do we put samui? Samui. Yan, gulo-gulo na yung board. So that's how you answer. If it's an adjective, pekin wa samui desu ka? Is it cold in Beijing? Hi, samui desu. Yes, it is. So you just need to repeat or copy the adjective used. And then say, hi, samui desu. If it's iye, samui ja arimasen, or iye, samui de wa arimasen. No, it isn't. So, same with, so this samui is i-adjective, right? So, same with na adjective. Same. So, for example, is biwako is lake, ano? Lake. So, biwako no mizu wa kirei desu ka? Is the water of Lake Biwa clean? If it's iye, kirei ja arimasen. So, same. So, just copy the adjective. Hai, samui desu. Iye, samui ja arimasen. So, that is how you will answer. Ay, sorry. So, since it's a adjective, sorry. It's adjective, samukonai desu. No? Samukonai desu. Samukonai desu. Iye, samukonai desu. Samukonai desu. Samukonai, that's samukonai. You need to conjugate since this is adjective. Samukonai desu. Ja arimasen is for na adjective. Samukonai ne, samukonai. So again, peking wa samui desu ka? Hai, samui desu. Iye, samukonai desu. So that ja arimasen is for na. Okay, na adjective. So for example, it's kirei. Kirei desu ka? Iye, kirei ja arimasen. Kirei ja arimasen because kirei is na adjective. Samuko. Okay. Sometimes when you are writing so many things and you're thinking with so many things, gulo-gulo na. Okay. So, what's next? Okay, this form naman, ay ito, they have commented in here. Yeah. Yes. Samui is samukonai. Just read it. I just read it now. Yes, that is samukonai. So next is we have, just like a while ago, I already made an example on how you will modify a noun, okay? Since adjective is put before a noun to modify it. So, for example, we have a noun. A while ago na lang. Just like the example a while ago is hito, right? Hito is person. Hito. So, since I've explained it already a while ago, just like this, if it's na, you will not remove na. So, for example, genki. So, genki na hito. Genki na hito. Genki na hito ne. So if it's e adjective, yasashi. Yasashi. Yasashi hito. So the same. So you will not remove e, it will be there as it is. Okay, that is for e and na. So let's make a sentence out of that. So for example, we have in here Mark-san. Maruko. Okay, we have Maruko-san wa. Okay, Maruko-san wa genki na hito desu. So a while ago, 'di ba? If this genki will be next to it will be this des, you remove na. But in this case, there is a noun in here. So you don't need to remove it because this modifies, okay, this adjective modifies this noun. So you need to stay it in here just as is with na. So it will be Maruko-san wa genki na hito desu. Okay? Mark-san is a healthy person or a lively person. For genki. Or an energetic person. Okay. So for yasashi, so just the same. For example, again, Mark-san in here. Mark-san wa yasashi hito desu. Okay? Mark-san wa yasashi hito desu. So that's how you make a sentence out of these adjectives. And if you have this noun. Okay, so let's go to our next topic. So any questions? So yan, madami na palang text dyan. Si Red and Sun pala ay nag-comment. And then, ay, konnichiwa. So, next is we have Totemo and Amari. Okay, Totemo. Okay, this Totemo and Amari, watashi wa genki na hito. So, Totemo and Amari are adverbs of degree. So, these are adverbs. So, we have adverbs. Totemo, Amari. Okay, so, what's the difference? Totemo is used in affirmative sentences. So, Amari, negative sentence. Okay, it's just like this is plus, this is a minus. So, for example, we have an adjective, samui. No? The adjective for samui, which is cold. Again, our example is Pekin. Pekin is Beijing. So, Pekin wa samui desu. So, how do we say very. Since totemo means very, so we put it in here. Okay? Totemo. So, it will be pekin wa totemo samui desu. So, it will not just be cold, simply cold. It is very cold. Okay? Very cold. Beijing is very cold. Beijing is very. This is the adverb totemo. Very what? Very cold. So, that is for totemo. And how do we use amari? Amari is for negative. So, we negate this. So, it will become samu kunai. Right? Samu kunai. So, we have samu kunai in here. So, since negative, you use amari. So, add it before the adjective. Amari samu kunai. For example is Shanghai. Shanghai. Yan. So, we have Shanghai wa amari samu kunai desu. So, that is for the use of amari. Amari for negative, used in negative sentence. Negative. Then, adjective is negative. Both negative. So, that means is Shanghai is not very cold. Shanghai is not very cold. And so we have totemo samui, amari samukunai. Okay. Okay, Yogi-san. Still confused of na and the adjective. Even if you don't attend the first part, because we just started the na adjective and e adjective today, right? It doesn't have any relation in our first part. So, na adjective and e adjective. But don't worry, okay? Since on Monday we will have a lesson 1, 2, 3. So you can join. So from the start, I explained about the adjective, right? So let's continue for now. So any questions in this pattern, totemo and amari? Are we fine with this? Shanghai wa amari sami kunai? What? That's samu. It should be mu. Peki totemo samui desu. Peking wa totemo samui desu. Okay, let's proceed. We're done with totemo and amari, okay? Totemo positive and amari negative. So next is noun wa do desu ka? Noun wa do desu ka? This is do desu ka. So, and for noun. Okay? This question is used to ask an impression or an opinion about a thing, place, or person that the listener has experienced or visited. So, for example, Minna-san, you are in Japan and you are asked by a Japanese person They are asking this. So, Nihon no seikatsu wa dou desu ka? Okay. So, in English, that is, how is the life in Japan? It's often asked if you're a foreigner and you have friends or co-workers who are Japanese, you will be asked, Nihon no seikatsu wa dou desu ka? Mo narimasu ka? Mo narimashita ka? Ganun. If you already used to in the living or life in Japan, so you will answer. For example, your answer is Tanoshii desu. It's enjoyable. Tanoshii desu. So you will answer Nihon no seikatsu wa dou desu ka? How is the life in Japan? Tanoshii desu. Tanoshii desu ka? Shizuka no tanoshii desu. Shizuka no seikatsu desu. Okay, so that is just our question sentence. I will ask you, minasan, Nihongo no benkyou wa dou desu ka? Nihongo no benkyou wa dou desu ka, minasan? Sabishii desu, sabishii desu. Sabishii. Heta desu. Heta janai desu. Muzukashii desu, tanoshii desu. Nihongo wa muzukashii desu ne. Kantan ja arimasen. So, ang dami na mga alam na mga adjectives eh. Mga napagdaanan nyo na ata eh. Minasan, so many adjectives. You already know so many adjectives. I think you already studied this. Minasan. Nihongo no benkyou wa muzukashii desu ga tanoshii desu. So desu ne. Muzukashii desu ga tanoshii desu. Hi. Okay, so next is we have this noun 1. Noun 1 wa noun 1. Okay, so we have noun 1 wa donna noun 2 desu ka? So here is our noun 2, our second noun. Okay, this question pattern is used when the speaker wants the listener to describe or explain. So, meaning to say, the speaker wants not just hi, yes, hi, iye na answer, no? So, the speaker wants you to explain. Let me use this in Kaiwa, no? For you to explain something. So, for example, is machi. Machi is what? City, right? Do you still remember our vocabulary yesterday? We have machi. Machi is city. So, we will have that machi as our N2. Noun 2. So, for machi, Machi is city or town. So, for example, Nara. Nara is a place in Japan. So, Narawa. This one, Nara. Narawa. Donna machi desu ka? So, the question is, what kind of town is Nara? So, meaning to say, this question, the speaker wants you to describe or explain this noun too. So, Narawa donna machi desu ka? For example, your answer is, furui machi desu. Nara wa furui machi desu yo. So, Nara is an old town. Okay, old town. Furui for old. So, you can use that. Furui machi. So, we studied the kanji of that. So, we have furui machi. Your answer. So, just describe. Nara wa donna machi desu ka? In English, what kind of town is Nara? Donna machi. Donna is what kind? No? What kind? So, Nara wa donna machi desu ka? Nara. So, what kind of town is Nara? It's an old town. You can complete it by writing Nara wa furui machi desu. Nara is an old town. O, Nara wa nigiyaka na machi desu. So, machi is town or city. So, that is for the use of this donna. What kind of? O, for example, a person. Donna hito. For example, Alfred san. Alfred san wa donna hito desu ka? Alfred san wa donna hito desu ka? Reden san wa donna hito desu ka? Baby Joy sang wa donna hito desu ka? What kind of person is Alfred? Mr. Alfred is, what kind of person is Baby Joy? Just like that. So, if you're going to make an interrogative sentence. And don't forget, this donna, okay, donna, this one, is always followed by a noun, okay? Donna, what kind of pen? Donna, ganun. So, donna, and donna machi, donna hito. Okay, so let's go to our next. We have, this is S for sentence, and then ga, and then sentence again. Sentence number 2. So that ga, based on our vocabulary we studied, that is but, okay? There are so many buts in Japanese. So this is one that you can use. Because we also have demo, but for now, we are in ga, okay? It is a conjunctive particle, okay? Used to link sentences. So, by using this, we can link the sentence 1 and sentence 2. So, for example, is Nihon no tabemono wa oishii. Bakit na nasulat? Nihon no tabemono wa oishii desu ga. Okay? So, you know this, Nihon no, this is tabemono. We studied the kanji of this. This is oishii. So, we have here desu ga. So, we are looking here, diba? This one, we are looking for ga. So, this is our sentence number 1. So, saying, Nihon no tabemono wa oishii desu ga. Japanese food is good, but what? Takai desu. we have takay desu. Meaning expensive. Expensive. So, nihon no tabemono wa oishii desu ga takai desu. So, Japanese food is good but expensive. So, it's just like saying an opposite sentence because positive and negative sentence. So, you are complementing in your first sentence, but since you are using but, ga, okay, you are putting a negative sentence in your second sentence. Just like you're saying, she is beautiful, but her manners is not good, or her attitude is not so good. Or for example, she is rich but not beautiful. Just like that. Diba? Maganda siya pero, in Tagalog, it's pero. Pero, maganda siya pero wala siyang pera. Or mayaman siya pero hindi siya maganda. So, that's it for ga. Okay? Our but, in Tagalog, it's pero. Ga. So, let's go to our next. So, any questions in using this ga? Let's go to our next. Okay, so we have, it really hurts. Why? I said asane. Okay, dore, our last one. This is dore. That is an interrogative, okay? Used to ask the listener to choose. So in English, that is our which, right? Which. Which. So, the listener is asked to choose or designate from among the choices. So, for example, Haruto-san. Okay. Haruto-san no kasa wa dore desu ka? For example, we have Haruto-san. Haruto-san no kasa is umbrella. Kasa wa dore desu ka? So you are just asking which is Miss Haruto-san's umbrella. Okay, which is Miss Haruto's pala. No sun anymore because it's in English. So which is Miss Haruto's umbrella? Okay, and then you will say, ano aoy kasa desu? That blue one is. So, for example, you are pointing, ano aoy. Aoy. And then, since it is kasa, you put it in here. Ano aoy kasa desu? So, for example, among the choices, there is red, green. So, you're saying, ano aoy kasa desu? Aoy is blue. Okay, aoy is blue. This is umbrella. So, that blue umbrella, that blue one is. Okay, so questions about that? Dore, no? We have dore. Okay, question. Which informal way of dochira is dochira is pertaining to direction. Which direction? Okay, which direction? Okay, so we also use dochira. Okay, we have dochi, but we also use dochira. For example, you're asking dochira ga ii desu ka? Just like, which do you prefer? Informal, we have dochi. Because right now, we are studying the formal form. Okay? If we're going to say the dochira as not direction, for example, dochira ga ii desu ka? Dochi ga ii? Because those casual forms will be studied, okay, after the formal form. Yeah, you can use that. Diba? Which direction pa kasi for now eh. For now, that dochira that we studied is for direction. Kasi, if you're going to jump into other lessons, there will be many sentence pattern that we need to tackle, that we need to study. And we are not yet in that form. Because for casual forms, we will study that later on. If you want informal way. Oh, Haruto-san, yes, it's pertaining to a person, no? Sensei, dochira sama desu ka? It pertains to that person. That is a formal or medyo mataas na way of asking. Yes, Sensei, let's take lesson by lesson. They want advanced already. So, because in MINNA no Nihongo, what we will in the way they use in the way that they put everything in here, the order is the students, the learner will study the formal way first. Formal way. I think the informal, it's in Genki. Informal, Genki ba? Because in Genki, they studied the dictionary form, not the mass form of the verb. But here in MINNA no Nihongo, we study mass form of the verb, mass, not the mass form first before the before the dictionary form. Dictionary form means the root word. For example, ikimasu, the root word for that is iku. Yeah. So, first is don't worry, okay? We'll go in there. We'll go in there. Because if we will tackle that, we will be having many different patterns already. For example, that dochira ga ii desu ka, that is the particle ga. And then, that dochira, the dochira that we've studied before is just pertaining to direction. And that dochira is pertaining to not direction, okay, but into something that you will choose, dochira ga ii desu ka. So, another pattern for that. si ano talaga. Okay. So, for this lesson, we will, okay, I will ask you again, okay? So, just type your answers in there. So, just type correct or wrong, okay? Or, ano kaya? Narinig. Okay, so I will be putting an adjective in here. So please write the correct answer. Okay, please type the correct answer. So for example, is give me the correct answer. Give me the correct answer. This is the adjective. This is warui. Should it be amari warui des or you need to negate it? Okay? Please complete this. Fill in the blank. So this is our adjective. Please answer. Gusto ko kamay. Okay, the answer is what? So we have okay, warukunai. Okay, warukunai. So we have warukunai. Since it's in E adjective, it will become kunai, warukunai. Amari warukunai desu. Okay, amari warukunai desu. Because this is an E adjective, drop I, add kunai. Okay, next. Next is okay, I will just say it. I will just say it. So, what is the negative of sticky? Sticky. Okay, what is the negative of sticky? Sticky is Wonderful, fine, or nice. Steiki. Adjective, steiki. Please answer, please type. Adjective, steiki. Steiki. Yes, Reden-san, Stella-san, Justin-san. Okay, the answer is, habal pa? Steiki ja arimasen or steiki dewa arimasen. Okay? Steiki ja arimasen or steiki dewa arimasen. Okay, next. Negative. Okay, negative of yasui. Yasui. Negative of yasui. Negative of yasui. Yasui is inexpensive or cheap. Please type negative yasui. Negative of yasui. Okay, so we have Kim-san, Reden-san, Baby-san, Arrow-san, Justin-san, Haruto-san, Mark-san, Sam-san, Mark-san, Yaku-san. Hello. Okay, the answer is, yes, Stella-san, Richard-san, Yasukunai. Okay, Yasukunai desu. Yasukunai. Yasukunai. Next. E. Negative of E. This one. How do you negate this? Negative, negate. Yes, please type negative, negate please. Okay, the answer is yokunai. Yes, very good. Mark-san, Richard-san, Stella-san, Haruto-san, Justin-san. Amari yokunai, yeah. Yes, if you have the adverb amari and then maybe san, yokunai, yokunai. Okay. Next is we have kirei. Yeah. Kirei. Kirei. Negative of 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 kirei. Okay. So, we have habol pa. Ki ha. For kirei. Ki. Kirei. Okay. So, we have kirei ja arimasen. Okay? Kirei ja arimasen. We have kirei ja arimasen. Okay. So, So next is so please write this Nihongo din eh. In Japanese, for example, kind teacher, kind teacher. So teacher is sensei and kind is shinsetsu. So how do you connect those two? The adjective and the noun. Kind teacher. Kind teacher. Shinsetsu and sensei. How will you connect? Okay, so we have answers. Kim-san, Reden-san. Kind teacher. Okay, Aro-san, Alfred-san, Stella-san. Okay, so we have Shinsetsu na sensei. Okay? Don't forget the na because shinsetsu is a na adjective. So, shinsetsu na sensei. Shinsetsu na sensei. Okay, next is high mountain. High is takai and mountain is yama. So, how will you write it? High mountain, high mountain. Takai is high and yama is mountain. Okay, we have answers. Reden-san, Baby-san, yeah, Arrow-san. Yes, correct, Maricel-san, no? Shinsetsu na sensei desu. Kim-san, Takayama desu. Takayama. Yeah. Tura-san, Yamaga Takai. We're not in that form, so our adjective and noun. Okay, so we have yes, so Stella-san, Yama. Wa takai desu. So it's a different form, no? For Arrow-san. That is a wa and des pattern. So wa and des pattern is, so we just need to conjugate. We need to modify the noun. So our choice is just takai and yama. So that will be takai yama. Okay? Takai yama des or takai yama. Yes, that's correct, no? If you're going to high. Okay. So, what else? Okay, please negate this. Mizuwa kirei desu ka? Mizuwa kirei desu ka? If you're going to negate it, how will you answer? Mizuwa kirei desu ka? Iye. And then what's your answer? Mizuwa kirei desu ka? Is the water clean? Is the water clean? So, how will you negate it? Iye, and then your answer. Okay, Kim-san. Okay, red and sun. Who else? Negate the answer. Please negate the negate. Negate po tayo. Iye ang sagot. Iye. Usually in the exams, which I post in FB page, they give those questions. You will negate iye. So, should be complete. Not just ja arimasen. You should put the adjective. So, we have, it should be iye, kirei, ja arimasen. Okay? Not just ja arimasen. You need to copy the adjective given. So, Richardson, mizu wa ja arimasen means not water. So, it should be kirei ja arimasen or mizu wa kirei ja arimasen. There should be the adjective. Don't forget the adjective. Kirei. Kirei. Mizu wa kirei desu ka? Iye, kirei ja arimasen. Hindi dapat mawala yung adjective. If it's mizu ja arimasen, in English, that is not water. That is, no, it's not water. If it's mizu ja arimasen, it should be kirei ja arimasen. Okay? Or mizu wa kirei ja arimasen. So, don't forget the adjective. If you are already using ja arimasen, there's no des anymore. Okay? Kay Maricel-san. So, kirei ja arimasen. Des is a no-no. So, just put up until arimasen. Kirei ja arimasen. Okay, so who else? Iye mizu wa kirei ja arimasen. Oh, this one, please answer. Okay. So, please answer. Minasan wa isogashi desu ka? The answer should be iye and then give me the correct continuation. Minasan wa isogashi desu ka? You will say iye and then what's next? Isogashi desu ka? Iye. So, what should be in there? Okay. So, we have Reden. Who else? Okay, the answer should be, diba? If it's e-adjective, it should be, e-adjective will be kunai. So, isogashi kunai. Okay, not ja arimasen. Isogashi ja arimasen. No, because isogashi is an e-adjective. So, it will be isogashi kunai. Isogashi kunai. Okay? Not isogashi janai or isogashi ja arimasen. It should be isogashi kunai desu or isogashi kunai. Okay? Kayla, Aro-san, Tura-san, Justine-san. So, isogashi kunai. Hi, nandesu ka, Kim-san? Okay, kay John Michael san, isugashi ko arimasen. Kasi our pattern is isogashi kunai desu. So if there is arimasen, you cannot put this in there. So it should be isogashi kunai desu. Okay, isogashi kunai. And then, hindi siya, it will not be double I. Since I will be omitted and will be replaced with kunai. So, isogashi kunai. Ayan, yan. That's good na. Very good. Tadashi, maru. Jan-san. Ie, isogashi kunai desu. So, else, what's your question, Kim-san? If it's long, you can put it, you can PM me. Hi, na-invite ko mag-join si Eve-san, Arrow-san. Eve's Arrow. Okay, so, okay, for some of you are still having a hard time with negating the E adjective. So another one, atsui. What is the negative form of atsui? Atsui, minasan. Atsui. Let's check, okay? Let's check your answers. Atsui, negative form of atsui. Yeah. Okay, the answer is atsukunai. Okay? Turasan, your key should be ku. Okay? Kunai. Atsukunai. Okay? It should be atsukunai. Atsukunai. Atsukunai or atsukunai desu. Atsukunai. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Your keypad is broken. Okay, next. Tsumetai, okay? We have tsumetai for cold, referring to touch. Tsumetai. So, negative of tsumetai. Negative of tsumetai. Okay. Yung tsumetai is, ano siya, ganyan na. This tsu, not tsu. So, we have this tsumetai for cold. Yan, tsumetakunai desu. Tsumetakunai. Okay. Tsumetakunai. Yan. So, very good. Minasang, no? Okay naman pala eh. Naintindihan naman. Tsumetakunai. Okay, last. Tsumeta natakai. Johnson. So, it should be tsumetakunai. Okay? Tsumetakunai. Tsumetakunai. So, we also have, okay, negative of this. You may. Negative of you may. Negative of you may. So, negative of you may. Negative of you may. Okay, it's you may. You may. No, it's na adjective na. You may is na adjective. You may ja arimasen or you may dewa arimasen. Okay? So, you can go back to our vocabulary and also to our, you can replay this if you haven't, if you were not able to listen a while ago, and for the vocabulary yesterday. So you may is a na adjective, although it's end in e. Okay? Just I explained a while ago, if you make it in kanji, there's no extra e or katak or hiragana e in there. If you make it in a kanji character. So any questions? Mars, ano na FB mo? Okay, so that's the end of our lesson 8 grammar. So again, for our first timers, if you want to join on Monday, I will start again for non-Filipino students an English version of the lesson 1. That will be my third time repeating the lesson 1. So for the others, you can just attend the Tuesday class, which is the continuation. Kanji Unit 8. Okay, Kanji Unit 8 on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, the most awaited, again, our Kaiwa class. So, first come, first serve. So, much better if you will come early so that you will see the link. So, first 5, okay? First 5 will be the first lucky persons. First 5 for the first batch. I will just drop the link in there and just click it, and then you will be able to join me. So, first 5 person. So, Dong-san, you're listening, right? Dong-san, you're listening. So, you're asking about N4. I'm sorry, we're not yet in N4. So, we will do that. If you read the description, Minasan, for those who are first time, please read the description. It's beside this drop-down arrow, beside the title. You will see the description in there. All the reminders for first-timers that we need to first, before we go to N4 exam, okay, we need to finish the whole book up to lesson 50. So, we will not go into advanced mode. So, first is N5, which will be done after the 25th lesson, N5 mock exam. And then after the 26 to 50, once we finish that, that is the time that we will do the N4 exam. Okay, so we will not jump into that since I don't have that much time. Everything. This is just my available time. And also, for those who want to join the Khay class, please don't forget, please buy this. Okay, it's very hard to see your answers if you're going to write it in a paper using a ball pen. It's very hard. So it will be a time consuming for us instead of proceeding to next batches. And we can make our time, if you have this, more efficient. Diba? So it's very hard to see it if you're using a paper. So please buy a mini whiteboard and a whiteboard marker for Wednesday. For those who will join, who want to join. Okay, so first come, first serve. Much better if you will be there earlier. So, meta ko na. Ano pong dapat i-download? Wala po ako kasi yung Japanese letters. What do you mean Japanese letters, Lensan? Hiragana, katakana, or kanji? You can... There are many links, downloadable links, in Google about hiragana and katakana. Meron kasi ako sa PC. I have that in PC, in my personal computer. Ay, minasan, tsukaresama desu. So for the link for hiragana and katakana, you will see that. Okay, if you browse and scroll, we studied that hiragana and katakana. Okay, you will see the first link in here is for hiragana and then katakana and then kanji. You can screenshot your phones, or you can also check hiragana, katakana. It's available online. Just type hiragana, katakana, you will see those. Or download an application. Imiwa Japanese Dictionary, you will, yeah. There's a lot of resources for hiragana and katakana, ne? What else? Japanese, you mean Japanese keyboard ba? Japanese keyboard. If keyboard, go to the language settings, I think, and then download Japanese. Kasi you will see there English, so you can download Japanese. Keyboard ba na siya? Keyboard in cellphone. Oh, yeah, in your settings. Okay, so that's it for today, minasana. So, minasan mo, mata getsuyobi. Mata getsuyobi. Mata get next year. Sensei, possible kailan po N4? Next year yun ah. Yeah, it will be next year. Rainen. Kasi when I tried to compute it, because for one day is one topic, vocabulary. Next day is vocabulary, grammar, kanji. And we have how many lessons? Lesson 25 for N5. N4 is for next year. Since are you in Philippines? If you're in Philippines, for this year, for December this year, there will be no exam, so that's fine. But if you're in Japan, there's still an exam. You're in Philippines, there's no exam for December. In December, it's cancelled already. So for N4, we will finish the book by next year already. Next year na yan po. Not this year. So, maraming time kasi next year, the next exam will be July. Okay? July next year. If they will allow here in Philippines. If they will allow already. to have an exam since there is a pandemic and there's no vaccine yet. So, let's wait. Sensei, possible kailan po start ng N4 and hanggang kailan po siya? Start of N4 will be after the 25th lesson. Because after the 25th lesson, next year na yan. Probably January. January siguro. Maybe January for N4. Because starts of N4, meaning to say we will start from 26, lesson 26, up to lesson 50. After the lesson 50, then we will have the mock exam. So, I'll try to count our calendar days for our study, for our lessons. You can try to compute it also because right now we're in lesson 8. Diba? And then, Kanji Unit 8 on Tuesday. So, Matagetsuyobi, if you want to join, again, for first-timers, ha? You can join. So, si Reden. Talaga si Reden. Nagtatanong. So, Matagetsuyobi. Lesson 1 to 3 yun. So, if you don't want to join, for those who's already done with lessons 1 to 3, that's fine, okay? Because there will be, again, many first-timers on Monday. Many first-timers. I will invite again and I hope they're available. So, that will be just one day. I will do that. Maybe that will take 3 hours. A 3-hour lesson. See you on Gotsuyobi. Hi! Jaminasami. Tsukare-sama desu. Oyasumi nasai. Oyasumi nasai. Sensei, buti may pahinga kami ng Monday. Yes, Kim, but please answer Kim-san, please answer the exam. I posted it a while ago. Yes, information overload. That's true. Exam ha, on Tuesday, we will answer the exam. Gambate sa pag-aaral nila. Ano ba ito? Tuesday exam. And then Wednesday, Kaywa tayo, Kaywa. And then Q&A again. Practice writing of kanji. Don't forget kanji. No more hiragana. Chay, close ko na. Matagetsuyobi ne.